Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Crystal Garden Tarot. I'm Christine Irene. I'm going to be doing your reading for March 2019. Let's get right into it. Thank you guys for your views, for your likes, your subscribes. I appreciate you so much. Let's get right into your reading. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising. Overall energy, please. There's some type of sadness in your life. There's a situation in your life that's got you feeling really sad. The angels see this and they've showed up to help you heal. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing there's a need to change our perspective and that something is balancing you out. So we have you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. I believe Cancer had this card. Some of you could have some heavy Cancer placements. If you're dealing with someone, you guys, you're mirroring each other, okay? The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. All right, if there's some type of injustice being done, you're being, excuse all that noise, please. You're being reminded to stand up for what it is that you believe. Because by holding your ground, you will gain, respect. You're also being advised to let go of a desired outcome, and you will get what it is that you want, okay? So that speaks of this here. For a lot of you guys, this is going to be about a relationship, okay? You're marrying someone in some way. Whether you're on the good side, on the positive or the negative side of the coin, you're reaping what you sow, okay? But I feel that a lot of you have put effort into something or someone, and what you want, you are going to get, okay? But there is that sadness there. I want to take another card here and look a little deeper. Yeah, I'm seeing purification through water, okay? Like an emotional cleansing. And I'm seeing the start of something new, okay? There's been some loss, yeah. There's definitely been some loss here, okay? But where there is loss, there's always something to gain, okay? Right? Spirit, could you please help me understand this a little more? Okay, so we have the hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter, all right? So this is about, and that's card 34, so that's going to be like card 7. Okay, so this is going to be where you're able to bring, the higher self with, remember I talked about, I saw balance, the higher self with the lower self, like an integration of the two, bringing what is in the spirit realm to the material world, to the 3D world, okay? And this is also reminding you that you're protected, as you move forward. I'm so sorry about that noise. And you taking your own path, okay? Now, for some of you, I hate this card. I do. I'm sorry. Some of you may have dealt with some type of deception, with cheating, someone cheating possibly, okay? And you may have had to walk away from that individual, okay? I am seeing that there's potential here, though, for travel and romance coming in, but you're dealing with some repressed emotions. But that winter's end is coming, okay? That hardship, it's coming to an end. For some of you all, this card could even be, because it says like a broken promise, right? This could even be where there is a breakup. Like someone made an oath to you, they made a promise to you, and broke that promise. But here it's like, it is definitely like a lower type of energy there. But somehow I just want to look at this card here at the bottom. You're evolving. It's really causing you to evolve, whatever this situation is. Let's get into the tarot, okay? And look a little deeper. Some of you may be tempted to leave someone. I'm seeing a release of something that could have been toxic. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Did we cut the deck? I believe we did. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, please, Spirit. What would you like to talk to Gemini about? Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini. Something from your past. Are you stuck in your past? This is a card about being stuck in the past, especially in the reverse. You may have moved forward and left something behind or someone behind, okay? But you could still be feeling stuck in the past, you know, like emotionally. This is also where, this Three of Wands is also where your ships are coming in here, okay? What the seeds that you've planted coming into fruition. You're just waiting. You're waiting. Quite a bit of cards. I only wanted one. We have the Page of Wands, the Justice card, the 10 of... We're going to take them. We have the Page of Wands, the Justice card. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands, okay? Some of you have released a burden. You walked away from something that was very burdensome. Some of you could have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who was like a very, could have been, someone could be really bitter, okay, resentful about the fact that you turned your back on a situation. With this Page of Wands, you know, coming after this Three of Wands, it's like walking away from something or planting some seeds of intention here and something that we're passionate about. It's in its newer stages. But there's growth here. Okay? But we just have to put in the work with this Nine of Wands here. Okay? In regards to whatever from the past, right? Any injustices that were done, they're being balanced out here. See? What you reap what you sow, your dreams coming into fruition. And underneath that Oracle card, you have the Page of Wands and you have the Justice card. What's new? That new passionate idea or relationship, okay? It's going to happen, and it's your justice. Spirit's balancing it all out. with that Justice card, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Libra that you're newly passionate about, or that you want something new with. This Page of Wands could also be about communication coming in that sets these scales, you know, in balance. Now with this Ten of Wands in reverse, underneath the Six of Cups, again, releasing something from the past. Releasing something from the past, but yet somehow still stuck there, like emotionally. Although we may have physically, like, removed ourselves from that burden, it's like I said, emotionally, we're still there. We have the Temperance, who wanted to talk to you about that burden that you released. And this is about healing, okay? Again, things balancing out. So much balancing out for you. Just remember that through whatever the hardship and the burden is or was, it's all balancing you out, and you're like completely evolving, okay? And your seeds of manifestation are coming to you. Okay? Look at that. As I say that, you've got this Ten of Cups, okay? So I saw the Two of Swords try to flip over. It was in reverse, though. So some of you guys may have made a really hard decision, something that you were really indecisive, going back and forth about. Okay? But look at the Ten of Cups. All right? And I'm going to put that right there. Look, that's your Justice. We'll get to that. Let's talk about this here. So you release the burden here. This Three of Wands here, where his back is facing, this thing that he left behind, that's the burden that he released. Here's the burden down here, okay? He released that burden, walked away. Now, someone is angry, bitter about the fact that they've walked away. This could also be you yourself. You walked away from something, but you may be feeling, you know, resentful or bitter towards the situation, you know, or the person. Maybe even resentful of the fact that you had to walk away, you know. Now, let's say this is about it because, you know, it was like this. Look, you see how he's all bruised and beat up, you know? Like, he's been fighting so much, you know? And when I say fighting, I mean like in the trenches, you know? Now, let's say that this is about this something creative, like a creative project or idea or a new job or something, right? A business you want to start, Gemini. Those seeds of intention that you planted, okay? For some of you, it's like, be patient, okay? You're almost there with this Nine of Wands, okay? You put in a lot of work. You're almost there, okay? But there's a need to have confidence in yourself with this Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? Because you've got this new thing. You've got a lot of wands here. This is a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. Cups and wands, cups and wands. Nothing but cups and wands. And two major arcana, Justice and Temperance. Both representing a balancing out, a balancing of the scales, okay? With this Page of Wands, this passionate, creative thing, whether it's a relationship or whatever, it's like there's a need for you with the Queen of Wands in reverse to have confidence, okay? To have confidence. For some of you, if you were dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone with the King of Wands in reverse who was really like controlling or just could be very, when they got angry, you know, like in a way that's not healthy, almost abusive. It doesn't have to be hitting. It's like you may be like, they may try to communicate with you, okay, that they want to keep fighting for this relationship because you are their 10 of cups, but that cup is being emptied with this ace of cups here. It's like there's no, I don't see you forgiving them, okay, because it's like there's still bitterness about the situation. Now with this Queen of Wands, in regards to like a relationship, or this could even be at work, you know, your boss, that could be like your boss, you know, this King of Wands, really like controlling, like just abusive in the way that he communicates or something, you know what I mean? His attitude. It's like maybe you loved that job or that career, but the love for it, it's just gone now because you've been dealing with this type of energy here. And it's caused you to kind of like minimalize yourself. And if this is a relationship, it caused you to kind of become like this shrinking violet, like not be able to stand in your own self-power. And that cup is being emptied, and you've got something new here being offered to you, which is the 10 of Cups. We'll take a couple of more cards, and then we'll pull you advice, okay? But it's looking good because whatever happened in the past, you're getting justice for it, and things are balancing out. And where you released, where the release happened, the replacement of what was released is the 10 of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. So definitely a lot of you guys walked away from a relationship. Something that you really loved, if it was work or career or a family member, friendship, anything. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You may choose, you might be like, I don't want to nurture this thing anymore. That's why I'm turning my back. I don't want to nurture this relationship anymore. Imbalance, because it's too much imbalance. And we have beautiful. Oh, goodness, you guys. Now we have the Star card. We have Justice, the 10 of Cups, and the Star card coming over both of them. Well, isn't that beautiful? Gemini, yes it is. Again, I'm sorry about that noise. So this is healing, okay? This is mirroring this loss, and this is the loss here, okay? I remember us seeing about loss. Healing, wish fulfillment coming in for you. Having faith, having hope in the new. Having faith, having hope that justice is being served, that our 10 of Cups is coming, okay? And she's pouring water right over, it's like where she's pouring this water, she's pouring the water onto the 10 of Cups and onto this Queen of Wands. So that's that healing coming in for you, where you may feel, you know, still bitter about the situation, where your self-esteem may have been cut, you know, down because of someone. Healing coming in for that, over that. Just beautiful, beautiful, really. We have at the bottom of the deck the 8 of Pentacles, okay? So some of you, if this is about a creative project, it's like you're the apprentice. You're really working towards it, okay? You've really been, hold on a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's like you guys are really working towards something, okay? And with the King of Swords, it's like, you know, that's air energy. So it's like you're really standing firmly in your own energy, abundant within your own energy, and that's beautiful. You know, that also could be you standing in with that sword of truth, you know, just looking at things from a real logical perspective, and having cut communication with someone, having cut someone off, and releasing, like not crying, coming into a place where you're not crying over that spilled milk anymore about this King of Wands person, okay? Where that cup is being emptied because it wasn't in your favor anyway, you know, and at this time it's not on your path to destiny, you know. Some of you may be lacking the clarity. Some of you are still holding on to this though, okay? There are some of you who haven't let go yet, but just remember that in the release comes the 10 of Cups, okay? We're going to pull you an advice for love, and we're going to pull you some overall advice and see where this is all leading you and wrap up your energy. As I open the deck, release your ex, okay? When I pre-shuffled as well, my loves, I saw at the bottom of the deck was left, pay attention to red flags, okay? So that King of Wands energy, okay, that's your ex. And with that in a reverse, it's like a lot of you guys have not yet released, all right? All right, Spirit. Please give me some love advice for my Gemini. Got it. All right. And I feel like this is that something new. Look at that chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay. So, for some of you, listen here. For some of you, this is this Page of Wands energy. This is that justice and that 10 of Cups, where someone new has come into your life that you're very passionate about, and you guys have such a strong magnetic attraction. For others of you, this is where you haven't released the ex because there's such a strong magnetic attraction there, okay? But, like, you guys might have a lot of chemistry, you know, other than whatever the injustice has been, like, for example, sexual chemistry, for example, or you might be super duper attracted to the person, okay? But in any case, as an underlying energy, there's what I talked to you about. Pay attention to the red flags. And at the next card that would have been out is deception, okay? I'm seeing that there's, for others of you, it's like you have chemistry with somebody new, but because you haven't released your ex yet, it's like this person, they actually, like, they're really digging you, but it's like it's unrequited love. And it's because you haven't, for some of you, there's some family issues that you need to deal with, some codependency issues that need to be dealt with, okay? And some of you are wearing like this false mask with this, you know, newer relationship. It's like you're masking the healing or the pain, the injustices that happen in your family life, okay? It's like you're kind of codependent. You may be feeling codependent with this other person who you need to release, you know, like, and so it's like this person loves you, but because of these other issues, we're unable to really open ourselves up to them, you know, completely, like wearing that false mask. And in that case, that relationship, I'm seeing Spirit is saying give it a chance, okay? Y'all are still getting to know each other at this time. Spirit's also reminding you that you deserve love. Where you're dealing with that King of Wands energy, that you deserve love, okay? And for those of you who haven't released, just really pay attention to those red flags. You know what? Like, when I've been in relationships, I've dealt with pretty much nothing but just a lot of those King of Wands energies, okay, in reverse. And one thing that I learned was that, because, you know, especially like people that have narcissistic tendencies, they gaslight you, you know, even people without narcissistic tendencies who just have abusive type ways. They love to gaslight you and make you second guess yourself, you know. So I'll take a piece of paper and then I'll write down the negatives and the positives, you know, side by side, so I can really look at it. Like, for example, yeah, I have great sexual chemistry with this person. Or yes, we have there's so much attraction. I'm so attracted to this person. But this person's a dick. But he talks to me like this. But he talks to other women. Whatever the case is for you. And then you really looking at it side by side. You know, like, what am I getting out of this? Am I getting the shorter end of the stick? Or am I getting, you know, what I deserve in this? Here we go. We got your card of overall advice, the mystical shaman. It is in reversed. Oh, we have some synchronicity here as well, you guys. We have, this is card 38, okay? And this is card 34. So that's 7 and 8, a progression of energy, okay? We have 8 here with the 8 of Pentacles. And we also have 35 on this card here, the medicine wheel. Okay, which is going to be 8. So 8, remember, is infinity, right? The seed of intention that you planted coming back around to you in the material world, in the 3D. All right, let's talk about this card here. We're going to read the essence and then we'll read the advice. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In so doing, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. Okay, and that speaks of where you need to release the X. This is a symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. Now we read the advice, okay? Be careful what you pray for. The mystical shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream come into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you have been telling yourself a certain story for so long, the story that only when you reach this particular goal will you be happy that you will arrive. You didn't even notice you're no longer the person who wanted those outcomes. You may have moved beyond those stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story. A new story that is more in alignment with who you have become, because as we talked about, you're balancing out, you're evolving. When you evolve, things that you want, people you used to talk to, goals and dreams, they all change. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of a life. Let it go. Let it be just a story and move on. Better tales are waiting to be told. Better tales are waiting to be told. Okay, after this, after the loss, my loves, creating a new story with this Page of Wands. Where is this all leading, Gemini, please, Spirit? on a soul level. This is your last card, my loves. I'm so OCD about things being where they're supposed to be. Sorry. Okay. You know, for some of you, I just noticed with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse in the middle of your reading, for some of you, because it's like the center. For some of you, this is where you're not recognizing all the abundance around you with those 10 cups, with the star card, okay? If you have a dream or a creative idea, please don't stop nurturing it, okay? Keep going, because if you have like something you're passionate about, keep going. Okay. Where is this leading, Gemini? Spirit on a soul level. Spirit awakens. I believe that, yes, okay, all right. As an underlying energy at day's end rest, okay? So a lot of you might be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally drained from the loss, all right? From what it took for you to release, or just from dealing with, you know, the type of energy of the King of Wands in reverse. Some of you might be really feeling drained, and there's a need for you to just, you know, chill out. And for those of you who have like a creative project or dream, which this is talking about, at day's end, rest. Put your work into the dream, but don't, you know, this is saying like don't consume yourself to the point that, you know, you're just left drained. Because this person's working, okay? You have the Eight of Pentacles here, and then right here you have this card suggesting for you to rest after you've put your work in. Now, you have Spirit awakens. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects in my life to it fully. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. So, Gemini, do you remember when we talked about in the beginning this hidden path, okay? And one is a new beginning. And I talked to you about the 3D world coming, you know, meeting with the spirit world, and about integration between you and your higher self. Do you see these frequencies coming down into her crown chakra? Okay, and do you see she's holding the earth, the planet Earth? So it's bringing down from the spirit world into the 3D world. It's the higher self coming into the consciousness, okay? And living through that higher self in the 3D world. This is what this is all leading you to, and it's beautiful. Oh, wow, and this is card 38, right? So that's 11. 111. This is 111. I just got this last night when I was having like a spiritual, one of those spiritual awakening experiences in my bed last night. And then I got the number on the clock, 111. I got it 2 times in less than 5 minutes. It was, or in less than, it was like 147, so that's 111. Then it was 156 when I saw it again, 111. This is about a spiritual awakening, okay? And 111 is also about what you want to manifest, your thoughts. Like, okay, you could be obsessing over your ex, for example, who's actually might not be good for you. And you're obsessing about it, you're obsessing about the situation, and you manifest that back into your life, okay? So it's saying like, be careful about your thoughts, because they're manifesting at a rapid speed in the 3D realm, okay? So these are your messages that I have for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. Hit like and subscribe, all right? And I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.